last class we had discussed with the definitions of the Consumer Protection Act and all the various rights under the Act for a consumer. Today we'll be discussing about the authorities under the Act. Now, as we know, because Consumer Protection Act says that we're going to protect the consumer in case the consumer has any issue or if he's going to file a complaint against any product or services. So who can the consumer approach and at what levels? So there are three levels of authorities over here. First one is the national level, that is the National Consumer Protection Council, and then you have state-wise, that is State Consumer Protection Council, and then the District Consumer Protection Council. These are the three different levels of authorities under the Consumer Protection Act. Let's look at the first one today, National Consumer Commission Council. How was it established? It was under the Section 4 of the Act, and the members are appointed by central government. So it is either called as National Commission Council, or it is called as Central Commission Council. Okay, please remember that. So since it is on a national level or a central level, all the members of this council are appointed directly by the central government. How many members are there a part of this council? President plus 7 members. So the total of 8 members shall be the board of this National Commission Council, out of which one person definitely has to be a woman. Now, who is the current president heading the National Commission Council is Honorable Justice Mr. R.K. Agarwal. He is the person who is heading the current chairmanship or president as of the National Commission Council. 6 members having sufficient knowledge and experience about problems relating to economy, law and commerce. A member from Parliament representing Women Welfare Department, and a representative from Trade Union and Industry Association. So these 7 members, or including the president itself, all these individual members are going to represent each of the expertise of the industry in the economy. One can be from the law, one from the economy, one from the politics, one from the commerce, and one from the trade union, etc. Each representing different parts of the country. Okay, in terms of the department they work for, each of them being a part of this council must have enough amount of experience, okay, and knowledge in this in their particular area. Okay, only then they can contribute towards solving or giving a right judgment towards the complaints raised by the consumers. Second topic, or the second point, is objectives. So what is the objective of the National Commission Council? Right to safety, right to information, right to choose, right to be heard, right against exploitation, and right to education. So these are the various rights we looked in the last class, correct? So I'm not going to repeat it in detail again. Right for safety is make sure consumers are being protected. In case they're being given, all the safety measures has to be taken whenever you're going to manufacture the goods. Right to information is everything about the goods have to be mentioned on the package. It can be medicine, or it can be a food product, or it can be any other thing that you're going to produce. All the information about the product must be given. Right to choose. There are so many competitors out there, so many types of brands and types of products. It is up to the consumer to choose what he wants to purchase, right? What product, what brand, or what quality of commodity he wants to purchase, it is his right. Right to be heard. So when a consumer has an issue or raised a complaint upon a company or upon a commodity or a service industry, they have the right to be heard according to the Act. Right against exploitation. So nobody is supposed to be forced a consumer to purchase certain product or render certain service only. It is at the right or choice of the consumer. Next, right to education. Right to education is to educate the consumers about the various products or commodities or even the services that has been rendered in the society. Okay, educate them. Okay. And also how to utilize them, or in case you have an issue, how do you go about it legally? If you faced any damage, how can you take action upon the company? Consumers have to be educated. So these are the various different objectives of the act. Number 3, jurisdiction. So until what is the amount of value of goods does the National Council cover? The commission covers the complaints where the value of the goods or services are above 1 crore and appeals against the order of any state commission. So if you have to file as a consumer, you need to file a complaint in National Commission Council. What must be the value of goods that you have bought or value of services that you have enjoyed? Above 1 crore. Okay, that must be your value of goods. Only then you can approach the National Commission Council to file a complaint. In other case, when can you approach the council? Any order of any state commission. That means you have approached your state commission council, but they're not able to give a right judgment or a solution to your issue. Then if the state commission passes your order or your complaint to the higher authority, that is the National Council, then the National Council can take up that case. Is that clear? Only in two things. One is the value must be above 1 crore. Second, case that is passed on by the State Commission Council. Let's look at the power and procedure applicable to commission. The power to issue an order to an opposite party directing him to do any one or more of the things referred to in the classes or sections of the Act. That means if you have approached the National Council with a complaint, okay, what is the power the council has? The council can issue an order to the opposite party. That means if your complaint is against a service company, a service rendering industry, or a product manufacturing company, that is called as opposite party. Okay, the brand or the company. So council has the right to give or issue orders to that specific company, and whatever solution they have listed out or the judgment they have passed, any one of them or more of it, depending upon the damage that is incurred by the consumer, the council has the right to issue order. Is that clear? That is the power and procedure applicable to the commission. Number 5, appeal. Any person aggrieved by an order made by the National Commission may prefer and appeal such order to Supreme Court within a period of 30 days from the date of order. Now appeal means, now in case you have approached National Council and the judgment is not really favorable to you, or the judgment is not giving the actual recovery for your damage, then who else can you appeal to as a consumer? If you're not happy with the judgment given by the National Council, you can appeal to the Supreme Court within the period of 30 days from the date of order, right? The judgment is passed on Jan 1st and you're not really happy about the judgment or not very satisfying, then within Jan 30, you can go file again the same case in Supreme Court. Okay, so that is called as appeal. If you're not satisfied with National Commission, you can appeal to the Supreme Court within 30 days from the date of issue of the order or judgment. Number 6, limitation period. National Commission should give judgment within 2 years from the date of filing of complaint of consumer. So how long can National Council take time to give judgment or give a solution is within 2 years from the date of the day the consumer has filed a complaint. Now why is it taking so long? Because the value of this complaint or the value of the amount of goods contained is above 1 crore. So definitely the judgment will take time because it is involving a lot of money. So they need to calculate the damages or inspect what exactly was the cause of the product, or was there a default in the product or service, or is there any falsifying made by the consumer, etc. All these evidences have to be gathered, okay, and then take the right decision again or right action against the opposite party. I meant to say the company or the let's say the service rendering industry. So that is called as a limitation period. Within 2 years, they have to file or they have to give a judgment or pass a recovery solution. Number 7, administration control. The National Commission has administrative control over the State Commission in the following matters. So, as I told, the hierarchy is what? National Commission, state, and then the comes district level. So what orders does administrative control does National Council have? It has administrative control over the State Council. In what terms? In giving certain instructions as to how to go or deal about with the cases or complaints, and also to endure the objectives, it is to ensure the objectives and purpose of the act, followed by calling for periodical return regarding institutions. So, whatever this act, the entire Council or Consumer Protection Act is set up, making sure that the State Council is following up the objectives or fulfilling the objectives. We just studied about the objectives, right? The rights to safety, protection, education, all these are followed up, and also calling for periodical return regarding institution. So whoever have filed complaint upon the opposite party, what has the party done, or what has the company paid compensation or paid a fine or paid a penalty, what is the action taken up, okay, what are the cases, how was the judgment given. All these returns or files must be maintained by the State Commission and must be submitted or given to the National Commission whenever the Commission asks for it. Is that clear? That is the administrative control over the State Commission. Likewise, the State Commission will have control over the District Commission. Number 8, salary. Salary and other allowances are prescribed by the central government. As we told, this is a national or a central council. The members of it are elected by the central government. Therefore, whatever the salary and the packages and all the other allowances for these members will be provided or decided by the central government itself. Number 9, term of office. So, every member of the National Commission shall serve the office for the term of 5 years or up to the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. Now, how long can they serve the council or the commission in the national level? Is for 5 years from the day they have been appointed or until they reach the age of 70 years. Okay. Now, let's say the person, let's say the position of president. President for this council is appointed when he was 68 years. Now, how long can he serve? For the next only 3 years, 68, 69, 70. Only for the next 3 years he can serve. So, that is why it is told either they can serve for 5 years or up to the age of 70, whichever is earlier. Is that clear? So, in case they, let's say a person is appointed when he is of 61 years. Okay, when he is 61, he is being appointed. So, until when can he serve? Until 65. That is because 5 years. Only 5 years is the time limit or the term of the office prescribed by the Act. Is that clear? So, either it is 5 years or up to the age of 70, whichever is earlier. Number 10, penalties. A person against whom the complaint is made shall be punishable with as the commission meant for a term not less than 1 month, but which may extend to 3 years, or with a fine which shall not be less than 2,000 but may extend to rupees 10,000 or with both. So, whoever, now let's say consumer has filed a case against X limited company. right? So either that is called as the opposition party. So X limited company, the council may decide that they will be punishable or behind the bars for 1 month, not less than 1 month. Minimum is 1 month, maximum to 3 years, or they can pay a fine of rupees. Minimum must be 2000 rupees, that may extend to rupees 10,000, or with both, that is behind the bars, that is going legal, and also paying the penalty or the fine, both combined together. Okay, as decided upon the council, the decision will be made final. Is that clear? So this is the all the information only about the National Commission Council. Is that clear to all of you? We understood how it is established. Second, what are the objectives? Third, the jurisdiction. Four, power and procedure applicable to commission. 5, appeal. 6, limitation period. 7, administration control. 8, salary. 9, term of office, and the last one, 10th one, is the penalties.